hasn't got into the ball, so maybe gone a little bit softer.
There has been rain around. Power play is done. That's why you see all these towels out and making sure that they keep the ball dry. It's never easy, especially once the water goes into that seam of Kookaburra cricket ball. That's why he's rubbing that seam and making sure that it gets dry so he can put his fingers around it and get those revs going. He's getting a little bit of drift, but nothing off the surface we have seen so far.
Well, Australia have done well in the power play. This is their 4th game. This is their lowest power play, but it's the first time they've lost a wicket in the power play. So it just shows how dominant Marsh and Finch have been, and Australia. Just love watching Harbhajan Singh bowl. He just looks like a magician.
He still looks very fit, isn't it? He's been working on his fitness, and the action hasn't really changed. Normally when you go a little older, your action changes. It's exactly the same when you used to play regularly for India. Still trying to keep that seam dry, trying to just push it. A bit more flight on that occasion. What a smooth action he's got. Look, nice and jumpy. He gets into the crease and uses over the wicket, around the wicket on a regular basis. Gets side on quite nicely.
And when you think about the great spinners, and what the great spinners do, is try and get as many revolutions on it as possible. This one just skids across, and RP Singh just couldn't get to it. Such a quick outfield.
Yeah, RP Singh was a little slow off the block. He wasn't expecting that ball to skid. You've got to be really on your toes, especially when the ground's a little damp, little wet. By the time he got near to the ball was gone. It was really skid through quickly.
He's got another chance. This time better. Yeah, I was just going to know he's only got one ball before we go to another break, but what the best spinners in the world do is they create mystery, they create spin with revolutions on the ball and dip, and this man had it all. Harbhajan Singh. Think about the best people like Shane Warne, Abdul Qadir, Mushtaq Mohammed, Bisham Bedi. They all created mystery. 63 for 1. Decent crowd in for our first game here. It's only a single game today. We have a double header again tomorrow and Wednesday, then a day off Thursday. I'm sure a lot of the teams will be looking forward to that day off. Some of the teams, 5th and 6th place, they'll be going home. They won't be in the semi-finals on Friday. And then we head back to Edgbaston for the big final on Saturday. Decent. Whether that was a slower delivery, looked like it was an off-cutter. Dunk was trying to go over deep mid-wicket. We're out of the power play, so he has to keep 4 fielders in the circle.
But it was there to hit that particular shot, but I think he just read it a little late. He picked that slow delivery a touch late. That's why he couldn't really get bat on ball, and the ball sort of bounced a little bit. Another one. It's in the air. Should be taken, and it is taken. Anirudh Singh is the man. Bowled a beauty to Finch, and now among the second wicket also, getting rid of Dunk.
This looks like it's another slower delivery. So India thinking cleverly here, because it's such a good pitch. You've got to take pace off at times. And in the end, quite a simple catch for Anirudh Singh. Big wicket for India. They've got rid of Finch. Now they have got rid of Dunk. He's gone for 17. Australia champion, 63 for 2. Callum Ferguson then in at number 4 for Australia. I'm thinking, could they just have a slip in and just gamble here early on? There's still something in the surface. Of course, it'd be a gamble. You'd have to take probably mid-wicket out and then bring deep square leg maybe a bit straight. That's the only thing I always think. Can you get another wicket? Can you put Australia under a little bit more pressure? Catch down! That's the reason why I thought about having a slip, because there's just enough in the surface. At one stage, Uthappa had it twice and then dropped it.
Great call, Corky. Seems like you're an English bowler. You knew exactly what was going to happen, and this was a thick edge, almost caught it. And I think when his elbow hit the ground, ball popped out, and he's again tried it, but unlucky. Unlucky. What a delivery, though. Perfect length.
I've always been that sort of coach when I coached Derbyshire, that I would always say to the side, if we have a chance of taking a wicket with the new batter in, take that chance. Even if you get hit for 4, it doesn't matter. Take the chance, because it's important when you've got a wicket like you've got of Ben Dunk, who has not timed it and hit it straight down the throat of long off. And the new batter's coming in, there's just something in the surface. Go again. And then defend against the other guy who's in. Just put everybody back and get him back on strike.
Australia, a little bit under the pump. They just got to watch out. They don't want to lose another wicket here, but because this pitch has got a little bit in for the Pacers, and a new batter will struggle. So the next couple of overs are going to be key here, and I think India should put pressure. I'll still say, Corky, put a slip in. If you're bowling that length, there's every chance that the ball might go in that region. A little chip. We'll only get 1. 8 gone, 66 for 2.
Unlucky, Varna. No, breeze. Very still. Yeah, about 8 o'clock, so get a move on. Absolutely. Running over? We'll check center one.
66 for 2 then. After one of their slowest power plays, all of a sudden now India are just trying to turn the screw a little bit on Australia here.
एक अंदर चाहिए मिड विकेट पीछे निकल जा
Harbhajan is bowled well up to now. 2 overs, none for 11. He's just getting his field right for
मैं इसको बुला रहा हूँ
Ferguson. So 4 fielders in, which should be extra cover. Mid wicket. Fine one on the sweep, which is Yuvraj Singh, and a fine cut man as well. So there is still lots of gaps, but at this stage, just be happy. If somebody's milking you for one, be happy. Put them under pressure, make them hit a big shot.
Energy from the Indian team is far better than the Australians. Although they lost to Pakistan just recently, and there was a big loss, they're coming really hard here. Close, close, maybe just slipping down the leg side with the angle.
The one thing that gives it away, just look where the keeper is when he starts appealing. Look where the keeper is, Uthappa, look where his hands are, and then he tries to come back in line. Gives it away. That's that other one that just goes on with the arm.
Something's going to happen. Marsh is going to try to go big. And I'm sure Harbhajan Singh knows that. So much experience. He's bowled well so far. 2.2 overs. Hasn't picked up a wicket, but he's been very conservative. Just one boundary, which RP Singh could have stopped. But overall, I think Harbhajan Singh look a totally different bowler today. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. That's the artist.
And it's amazing as former players, former coaches, that you sense, don't you? You sense when something, and as a coach, you're thinking, are the players sensing this now? Do they realise now that Marsh in his head right now is thinking, 1 off 3 balls, I've got to take a gamble. That is the gamble, you see, because the pressure has been built. He's going to have a look at this. Marsh looks like he's happy, and that has been built up with the pressure of no boundary.
Is this legends playing? I can't believe that. There's so much energy out there. And Harbhajan Singh, the way he's bowling smartly. He knows exactly what he's doing. Bowling slowly at times. Did the foot goes out for a bit? Maybe it did. That arm coming, the umpire's arm coming in the way. This angle should tell us a better story. Yeah, just slipped out for a little while, but just sneaked back in. Should be not out. But good stumping, good awareness. Marsh really stretching for it. That ball was way outside the off stump.
Neil Bainton is the third umpire. Yeah, simple decision. So 4 balls, just 1 from it. Now what is Marsh thinking right now? Where is his out? There is his out, because he's got a big gap. He's got it backward of point, so that is now pressure release shot.
Yeah, little short. Just a touch. I think Harbhajan Singh was sensing that Marsh is going to come out of his crease. The first lunge onto the front foot just made Harbhajan Singh bowl a little short. And I can understand why he did that. But the fielder was way too wide.
Yeah, and that was the first boundary in those 12 balls, and that is the pressure that Marsh then feels. Now he's thinking, right, well, should I take strike or should I look to hit him again? Yes! Brilliant from Harbhajan. This one just a little bit flatter, a little bit quicker, and Marsh is gone.
No match to an experience. A very similar delivery, but this one came in with the arm. Earlier, the ball was little outside the off stump. Watch that. Magnificent. All the experience of Harbhajan Singh coming into play and getting a wicket of Shaun Marsh of 41. Is 71 for 3 Australia in trouble.
Yeah, I can see one locked on, so on the other side I'm okay to square it. First off, yeah, no worry.
अभी फ्लैग नीचे पड़े हैं, जो डाल रहा था थोड़ा अगेंस्ट द विंड डाल रहा था और हवा थोड़ा ऐसा, तो इसलिए अगेंस्ट द विंड
ऐसे करे मैं सोच रहा मैं यार
हमेशा जब तू वापस जा रहा है ना चेक कर लेना विंड किस तरह है।
Dan Christian then, an experienced cricketer globally in T20. He's won 9 titles in T20s around the world. And he's here because of a little bit of genius from Harbhajan Singh. A little bit flatter, look at it, that you can't see any difference until it actually is on you.
I don't think he was expecting, Sean Marsh, that the ball was come in. He was thinking that it's going to spin away, and he thought it was a boundary ball, and that's where Harbhajan Singh foxed him. Excellent. That's what we want to see. That's what you see from an experienced bowler. What a bowler! Love him, the way he is operating right now, not giving anything away. A couple of boundaries, yes, but amazing. Really enjoyed his spell so far, Harbhajan Singh.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Those spinners, those mystery spinners. You could probably add in Anil Kumble there as well, and the genius of him. You just know, don't you, certain people that just have that mystery about them. Whether it's the off spinner, whether it's the doosra, whether it's the undercutter. You just think he's just an off spinner. What else can he do? Well, he can do a lot because he can do this. Subtle changes. He's an experienced left-handed batter. He thinks that is a punch off the back foot for 1, maybe even 4, and it's just skidding on, and he's gone.
Two new batters, the crease.
Boche.
Misread the length first, but managed it quite nicely, Ferguson. It was a good power play for Australia to begin with, but this last 4 overs, things have been controlled by India and also kept on picking wickets. Against Australia, that's the key. You've got to keep taking wickets.
Yeah, Suresh.
Good fielding, very good fielding. They're on their toes. They mean business.
Yep. He's always been, throughout his career, one of the best fielders. Raina. Good crowd in tonight at Northampton, like I said, for this first game. Doubleheader tomorrow. There's lots of area to get food and a refreshment around. Lots of Indian supporters and a few Australian supporters that have come in.